Assalamualaikum to the lecturer Encik Hasanuddin bin Hassan. My name is Roqiyah binti Ahmad Dasuki. My metric number is A02A2262. I'm from class L3, Fundamental of Management. Here I want to present to you about the management principles implemented at Loeb Holding Syndrome Berhad. This is the table of the contents that I would like to present. First is four management functions, Tealive'S company. Second is top manager at Loeb Holdings in Berhad, and 10 roles of top manager. And the last one is importance of innovation for Brian Lowe and how technology changes manager work. Now I'll begin introducing Tealive. Tealive was introduced on February 17, 2017 by Brian Lowe, who acquainted Tealive with taking tea to a high level. Then, Brian Lowe launched the brand at Pavilion Kuala Lumpur store, close to the definite spot where he presented the brew tea 6 years before opening 165 branches by the end of 2016. Before I'm going to talk about four management function, now I will explain first what is management. Management is the process of getting things done effectively and efficiently with and through other peoples. So what I'm highlight here is efficiency and effectiveness. Efficiency means doing a task correctly. That means you need to doing things right and getting the most output from the least amount of input. And effectiveness means doing the right thing by doing those work tasks that help the organization reach its goal. Now, this is for management function: planning, organization, leading and controlling. First management function in Tealive is planning. Planning is important to entrepreneurial ventures because it can increase the odds of success. Once a venture feasibility can truly research an entrepreneur, then must look at planning the venture. So let's see what's the planning in Tealive. The planning in Tealive has started from the Global Product and Research Development Center, which is fully focused on curating new drink tastes for both foreign and local. And then Tealive also create additional flavor to complement its existing line of drink. And second, Tealive collaborate with startup that call Monster to create university program that provide participants with opportunity to work on project development with Loeb Holding. Also, make some collaboration with a continuing TV3 series Aku dan Dia. And the last one is about the fact in following 3 years that brand expansion has been put front and center when the company intends to unlock 15 countries by 2020. Second management function is organization. It's a management activity that accompanies preparation. Otherwise, the problem is being able to identify task roles, job-related positions, and element of authority and duty to achieve the aims of the organization. For the business startup, there are 5 elements in the organization. First is a centralization in Tealive that may be described as a decision-making hierarchy where all decisions and procedures are managed solely at the top of executive level so that manager and lower level manager are excluded in decision making. Second is decentralization in Tealive that management is empowered to manage their department as they see fit and also responsible for the result. And then the owner of the business will focus on only heavily management to set up and handle the procedure and guideline. And then the third element is a Tealive corporate organizational structure, that this is a Tealive big organization that require a functional organizational design. That Tealive system architecture is a rather particle hierarchical structure used to organize employees. They are classified depend on their talents and expert. The fourth element is Tealive branch structure that a waiting queue has two tiers of service, a low level and a high level. That means the more likely a customer is to return in the higher customer loyalty. And then Tealive practices a single line system and provide a perception of consumer justice. And the last one is a geographical structure. Tealive is known as a beverage taste, original framework and localization approach. The third management function in Tealive is a leading. Leading is a managers may serve as a leaders even in small personal interactions by modeling positive, encouraging, and motivating characteristics. For example, upholding CEO, Brian believes that leadership is about manpower and the building global brands to keep him up at the night. The second one is Brian Low, as a young entrepreneur who wanted to open a bubble tea shop, built its training module around its business model. The leader will be held accountable for the overall success of the team because of that. The last one is about Brian Low has excellent modern management skills and have developed a modern tea culture through integrity, collaboration, entrepreneurship, and creativity. And now we can see Tealive reach the demand every day, and they always update the menu, especially during the MCO movement control order to be maintained and growth more. The last one is the controlling. Controlling organizational resources is the final management rules in Tealive business to ensure that all of the above roles are contributing to a company's success. Managers should regularly track employees' performance, job quality, and the productivity and dependability of complete project. So this is two methods used in this Tealive control. First is at the outlet, on board orientation, and hands-on training. As the result, in Tealive, before employees are permitted to undertake these duties on their own, they will be coached and guided by more experienced personnel. So the behavior have been prioritized so that every employee may serve and accomplish responsibility without difficulty. Second is monthly audit and quality product and service check. Tealive organizes its operation to guarantee that their company meets the need of their clients, which include manufacturing factors such as quality, quantity, and cost. So they also make a monthly audit at each Tealive location are required to ensure the quality of their service. Second point is about top managers at Lob Holdings in Berhad and 10 roles of the top managers. The top manager at Lob Holdings is a Brian Low, who is a Chief Executive Officer, CEO in the Lob Holding, and he was graduated at Monash University, Melbourne, Australia, and also started to approach milk tea brands in Taiwan, and who saw the opportunities in beverage because Malaysia business direction was mainly focused on coffee, but the market of the tea was still underdeveloped. Okay, the next one is 10 roles top manager perform in organization. This is the first of roles of the top managers, which is figurehead. Second is leadership. Third is liaison. Fourth is monitoring. Fifth is disseminator. Sixth roles is a spokesperson. 7 roles is entrepreneurial. 8 is distribution handler. 9 is resource allocator, and the last one is negotiator. For example, as a figurehead, Brian Low always put 4 main values, which is passion, teamwork, honesty, and entrepreneurship to maintain a good company culture. And the second example is a leadership, when the top managers must hiring, recruiting, empowering, and disciplining the workers. This is a very important to make sure that the company works well. The third point is about the importance of innovation to Brian Low and how technology changed the manager's work. First is why importance of innovation to Brian Low is that Brian Low concerned with innovation, he has to note that the companies are powered by people for people. Second, that he knows that smart innovation can help Tealive fight the high cost of retail rentals and wages which are two of the biggest challenges facing and group operating. The last one is a unique innovation is the effort by the homegrown tea brand to keep tea lovers alive and remind them that the movement control order have been enforced despite this time. Okay, this is the last. That how technology change the manager works today. First is technology changes the manager works today is change management tools and strategies that they can communicating effectively with telecommunicator who can simply work from home or everywhere. The second is technology change the manager function now is progress management technique and method when they can for example Brian Low that CEO of the Loeb Holding use too much information messaging cause employees to feel overwhelmed and limit their engagement with strategies that change communication. The last one is technology often changes management in particularly how administrators deal with worker who works anywhere and any moment. So what I can conclude here is that we can see how Tealive dealt with the ups and downs of their road to success, and Tealive have a strong executive team and a positive partnership with their CEO and the rest of the teams. So we can see that Brian Low also teaches us how to be a strong leader to their squad, especially for young generation. Thank you. That's all from me.